Very interesting to see how these two teams will match up, but there's no time to waste at all because we're going to get straight into the pistol.
Yeah, straight into action. Phelps, he's going to be taking contact out towards long. Not going to initially find his mark, but they're going to be positioning up now. All 5 of the T-side players are out towards long at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit. Qikert taking the first contact. Rotations have come in from the outsiders, but Lux is here, as well as the rest of the gang. Fluxo, they've got a couple of pieces of utility to try and contend with this.
Here it comes, flashbang through. No one going to peek off it though, Norbert. He's teasing it. Going to jump peek the angle, but not going to swing out quite yet. James is tucked in towards Goose as well, using those side boxes to his advantage. Lux holding this line, gets peppered as well. The smokes come down. Now the rest of the team start to snake their way up. A nice kill into James, taken out immediately. They continue to progress up here. Flit, though, using this smoke as a bit of a one-way, but he's punished. Goes down as well. Man advantage here, make it 2 for the T side as they make their way to the side.
Oh, Lucaozy, what a good multi-kill. 2 versus 4. Norbert tries to step in alongside Fame, and it's the 2 new kids on the block for the outsiders that have to try and do the damage, but they get caught off guard by Woody.
Not much for Fame to do here. Fantastic pistol round for Fluxo. They just go for the contact out towards long and they come out ahead. James gets dealt with immediately, and that just sets them up. They've got a player so close already on the ramp as well.
Yeah, what's quite cool there is we've already seen the difference in the CT protocols from Ents and outsiders. Flashbang comes back in, but this time it's James to peek up and over from the top of the site rather than going through the smokes.
Pistol round. Good start for Fluxo. Dark horse here in this group. Set it themselves. Underdogs, they know it, but they know that the upset potential is there. Particularly when you look at this group. I mean, outsiders and Ents sitting there as those 2 favorites, but in this sort of format, that upset potential is definitely there.
I'm excited to kind of get right into the thick of things and maybe see some VSM moments and see some camera reactions, because that's what he's quite famous for here. I'm excited to see whether any of those come into play today, especially against outsiders.
All right, we're going to pick force up from outsiders. Oh, but with CZ, he's dropped across the mass, I believe, to a teammate. Push through top mid, Fame. He's just holding it. He's being held in response, but he's got them locked in if they do decide to make their way back.
You're just so aggressive. They've already just pincered Fluxo in here, right? You can hear the grenades being pulled on the other side of the wall. And look at the reposition from outsiders. They're ready.
All of them just making their way up through short. 5 players all together. That's quite the stack. I'll drop a few down into CT spot. It's just Fame. So 3 on short. Definitely not a setup that you're expecting here. James looking for the first contact with the scout. Woody on the other side has a scout of his own. Peeking in towards Pit, spots the head, but can't quite hit the shot. He's going to reposition now.
Gunfire rings out. 55 seconds left on the clock. So much utility still for Fluxo. They don't need to commit into long right now. Woody just peering up and over, just trying to get one of these positions to reveal themselves from the outsiders. Here comes this smoke wall and Flit. He's going to be boosted up into position. 2
players now on the site can defend. 2 close by in CT spawn as well. This smoke is going to bloom a little bit wide, and that's going to allow Fame to swing out, but he jumps halfway through that. Flit's here to receive another kill though. Lux swapping to the AK, gets punished by Flit. And Flit's still on the site here. Woody has crawled up, but he's just got a scout. VSM, he's the only one left, and there are so many CTs. Qikert with the deagle, doubles up, and gets the first on the board for outsiders.
Yeah, a little bit of teething issues on both sides of the server there. You've got that accidental jump that allows Fluxo to get a kill, and you've got Lux just trying to pick up the AK, so tunnel vision on getting the upgraded rifle that's to his detriment. A little bit of nerves here to kick things off, but outsiders, they do reclaim the round off the back of the force buy.
Immediately, Fluxo, they're going to reinvest into this. It's 5 deagles and armor, not a single piece of utility except a smoke grenade in the hands of Phelps.
Good nade. Oh, Lucaozy gets a little bit quick, goes through the mid doors. James not quite ready for this aggression, and he gets caught off guard. That's a good opener. And Fluxo, they're going to accelerate up short.
This is fantastic. Bit of pace with the Deagles. Qikert and Norbert, though, they're here with the rifles, and they are doing so much more work. Every single one of these players dropping without so much as a kill in return. Lucaozy is the only one left. That bomb is out towards short as well, so collecting it, well, that's going to be difficult. He opened up this round, but no chances to even find another kill.
Yeah, pretty straightforward there. You get the good pick out towards middle. Maybe that's something they could potentially exploit later down the line. Fluxo, their playstyle is quite aggressive. They're not afraid to get up close and personal, but really nice shots coming in.
That's an interesting sort of point to be discussing in this matchup because Outsiders on the other side, infamous, I would say, for their passive playstyle. So it's two very different sides of gameplay here. So always interesting to see that clash come through. But that's where it can be difficult if you are an aggressive team to deal with the way that Outsiders play.
Yeah, very interesting to see. Just the Glocks this time, though. So on paper, should always be an Outsiders round. They are grouping together, especially in towards mid, getting the information early. We've seen a number of rounds now. Outsiders, they start off with multiple players up towards middle. They're trying to take the control. They're trying to disrupt Fluxo's executes immediately as the round begins.
That smoke, though, at this stage of the game, that's definitely going to suggest that something suspicious is up. And I mean, look at this one way that's being deployed. Flip's got another one to drop down. The second smoke here, if you weren't already a bit sus on it, this one definitely is going to get you thinking, but it doesn't matter because the AKs are coming out with the kills. These pistols being cleaned up. Looks like does get one in the mix onto Qikert, but that's all going to be it at the moment. Phelps, he's just got a Glock, and James is here with an MP9. James looking for the turn. He's going to find the kill. Lucaozy, 1 HP. P250, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're kind of going up against a round where it's just the pistols, you can afford to get away with something like that. The point of dropping down these smokes in towards mid is to allow James a little bit more comfort in towards lower with the SMG. Whole objective of purchasing the MP9 for him, obviously, is to farm up the cash, so he's got enough to bring out the AWP as soon as possible.
Looks like potentially a little tech issue here. Hopefully something we can get resolved very quickly. We'll see one of the Fluxo players here. Headset off. No sound. Got some music coming through though. That's some sound. We're grooving. He's on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting start to the game, right? I mean, you've got Fluxo taking the pistol with some aggression out towards long, and then Outsiders by just getting a little bit proactive by taking the map control away. It really funnels Fluxo into a position where they've already taken long successfully. Once they feel like they can just kind of hammer the point home, and with Outsiders denying all the map control early in the other end of the map, they've got all the information. You've already seen the rotations come in over, and more often than not, there's always 4 players to defend the bomb site.
Yeah, those rotations were pretty hardcore on that second round, right? It was all 5 players rotated over early on, and they had the perfect read for that attack. Fluxo at the moment have really just been a one-trick pony out towards the A site. We've seen short come into play once, but more or less it has just been that A site. So I'm interested to see if they do make their way towards B at all. Good to see this nice setup into mid once again. Using this one way and then having Qikert in short as well means that you don't have time to deal with this one way because there's another player swinging out shooting you.
Yeah, I mean, we can kind of get in and we can talk about players that you definitely want to be watching out for on the side of Outsiders and Fluxo. For me, a name that gets talked about quite occasionally, but definitely should be brought into the limelight is Flit. Had a little bit of a rough, rocky start, but I tell you what, he's really picked up the pace and performing incredibly well for this Outsiders roster. And Adam was kind of talking about it on the desk, right? He was saying, who's going to fill the void? Who's going to be this player that your Kinder has kind of left the gap for? Who's going to step up? Who's going to slide into his little comfy shoes and really just be that player that Outsiders need? Because you look at it, on the basis of it, it's either Flit or Qikert, and Qikert is kind of rough around the edges a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, those are big shoes, and they're also very fast shoes. There's not going to be anybody that can sort of fit into those perfectly, but Flit has been stepping up in his own way, and he's been the highest rated player since sort of joining this roster, with James not too far behind. So certainly picking up some slack there, but it is a different lineup and a different style of playing now without that aggression, but a little bit of aggression out towards long. Fluxo early, and VSM has found Flit as soon as we mention his name.
Yeah, that's important. That kills out towards middle as well. So whilst the presence have been established on long for Fluxo, it just means that VSM has got a little bit of breathing room. He can start to poke and prod, and just by dropping this smoke over towards B, it keeps them interested, right? Fame can't towards short.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on James now. He's actually dropped down so they can hold this slider angle here. Utility going to come out. He's on the angle. Doesn't quite hit the shot, though. He's ready to deploy a smoke if they drop one of their own, but he's now going to fall back, swapping some utility with Qikert. He's going to take over mid. And they've got that player in towards short in Norbert as well. And Lucaozy just walked all the way up. Qikert so close. Combat not quite ready for this AK to be right there. And the spray onto James as well. Fame chimes into one of his own, and Norbert is still here. The smokes are actually going to give him a little bit of a reprieve to reposition here. Good utility as well. Look at how low all these players are. It's now a 2 versus 4. Not finding another opening.
Really difficult, but the digits, they're being punched in on the bomb site. That's the most important thing for Fluxo. 4 versus 2. The HP is incredibly low on a number of these players, but I tell you what, we know how outsiders like to play, and if they don't get an opportunity in the next few seconds, we can already be thinking about a save, especially with Norbert picking up the AWP.
Yeah, that one's being held on to into the follow-up. James caught a little bit off guard there. He'd peeked out towards long, not spotted a single player. So he starts rotating back. They know short's clear, so he's repositioning in mid, juggling utility round. Qikert rotates over, and, well, the players that just walked up in the meantime. It was an unfortunate timing for outsiders, but they had that gap in the info for about 4 seconds, and, well, Lucaozy punishes.
That's really nice as well, by just walking control up towards long. Not dropping the smokes doesn't signify the intentions, and it completely throws outsiders for a loop. This contact play from Lucaozy, the first kill's perfect, and he just continues the spray on towards James. Doesn't even get an opportunity to fire off a second shot. It's just a well-constructed round by Fluxo. They're working with the minimum because they had the AKs, they didn't really have the utility to back it up.
But with that save weaponry, they get another opportunity here into round number 6. Luck's going to be actually pushing through this. It's a late flashbang, but Norbert's not caught off by it. Can't cross through that smoke, so the opening goes the way of outsiders. Looking for a response in mid, but Qikert's holding a tough angle to clear. Smoke gets deployed for the mid to be, and James holding this to the AWP, walks straight into his crosshairs. 2 very easy openers for outsiders here. Fluxo, the only ground they really have is in towards short and the B tunnels.
James holding for this, but gets flashed off. Woody, aware of his position over towards Goose. That bomb is making its way up towards short now. 3 versus 5. It looks a little bit better for the outsiders, but they can't take these individual gunfights because it will be potentially their downfall.
Look at this reposition from James as well. They cannot get that bomb across, despite the fact that Woody's walked up. They have to get past the AWP. Woody's actually falling back to play around this smoke, and there's the AWP. Phelps gets dealt with. Woody and VSM have to make their way through here, but look how many CTs there are. So many to get past. There's a smoke here that can be deployed. VSM's found one, but he falls.
And now look at Fame, holding middle this entire time, keeping Fluxo in this position, and then just walks up behind Woody and removes him. That was just a really nice round from outsiders. Again, the CT setup is being very proactive. The fact that you've got the player in just tucking that entire time in towards mid doors means they can't rotate down. And even if they do, they're going to get the audio. That's why 4 players can just stay on this bomb site.
Yeah, and it was a couple of very easy openers for outsiders as well. They didn't have to work for those at all. They just walked straight into the crosshairs, so they take those. Fluxo still have enough to invest into this one, and almost an opening onto Fame. Brought down to 4 HP, the door keeping him alive there. It's going to make him play a little bit more passive at the very least, though.
There's a bit of a gap in towards middle. Fluxo, we've seen them flash through it before, but this time, Qikert's there to plug the gap. Meanwhile, space is being taken up towards short again. Standard old default for Fluxo, even run boosting. Lucaozy over. Look at this space though in towards long. Norbert has got all the ground, which means Flick can just stay in.
AWP's over on B as well. They don't have to worry about that as they make their way through. Flick setting up for a flash. There's 3 rifles over here. They still have to get past those, so it's not easy sailing. That's a nice nade. 2 players take a chunk. And this flash is being set up. Qikert, he can swing off this one. Has an incendiary as well. So much utility here. That can be thrown down. They can't progress past it. Tickles a couple of these players. Qikert looking for it. The smoke there. He has to be careful with the one way here. There it comes through. Opening onto Qikert. Player still in Goose. Not revealed yet. Norbert. He slung out this incendiary. He's fully blind, but it doesn't matter. Flick still deals with Phelps. But VSM has found Norbert. It's all on the flit into Goose, and VSM with another deagle shot. This round is looking good for Fluxo. The bomb planted. Both CTs are on the B bomb site.
Yeah, no way back in. What a round from VSM, just cracking open the skulls of the outsiders over towards the A bomb site with his hand cannon. And suddenly, Jame and Fame need to try and save. Hold on to the AWP, bring that one over. Very difficult, but what a round, considering the position Fluxo were in, right? You got not really too much utility. Again, they made the best of it. That boost over completely caught Qikert off guard.
And actually, the fact that Fame gets tagged so early, they don't feel comfortable leaving him as the anchor on the B bomb site, right? So Jame feels like he has to commit over this side to keep it reinforced because Fame is such little health. A stiff breeze would come through and deal with him.
Yeah, they thought the utility would do enough by just Norbert throwing down the utility and the incendiaries over towards short. It would force them back into the AWP, who's holding middle from window that entire time. Instead, Fluxo remains strong, they remain set in their ways, and they get the round.
Starting to see some reasons why they were happy for Dust2 to come into the mix. It's where these individuals with shots like these, who needs a rifle?
Pretty good. Fast one out towards long low. Lucaozy has been very good for these openers. Norbert gets pushed back by the flash and the spray. It does good damage onto both players. In fact, it'd be Qikert to find the killing blow. Man advantage firmly with the outsiders.
He just didn't have any support there to help him with that duel. It felt like it should have been a second T just swinging out to help him there because he was doing so much damage. It only needed another player to swing out, and look at the info from Fame. Pushing through the B holes, he's got everything locked down over here. They can commit 4 CTs to defeat defense on A.
Yeah, single-player campaign for Fame, and well, it worked in the round previous. He locked off the mid doors and was able to flank short. This time, he's gathered all the information towards tunnels, and that's why this A bomb site is so heavily reinforced. Fluxo, they have been over here. Flick gets flashed, and he's good for the spray. Good couple of kills coming in. Lux with the immediate trade. 4 versus 2. Woody on the AWP has to find an opening.
Here comes the smokes to allow the cross through. Still utility to deal with as well. Nade and a incendiary being primed here. They're going to go down. Woody's brought to half off the back of that one. And the flank's coming through from long as well. There's a timer on this one. Just charging out. In fact, there it is. Qikert activates with the flank, and now it's all onto Lux. Going to punch those digits. The bomb gets planted, but, well, there's Qikert again with a couple of clean taps and a 5th round for outsiders.
Yeah, there's the outsiders' calm control under pressure that we're used to seeing. Doesn't matter if they concede the bomb site. They've always got a plan and a backup option. They even had a second player rotating in to be that delayed flank option, even if Qikert falls. So it's insurance policy on insurance policy.
Yeah, and I mean, this flash out, they got the double kill as well. We didn't quite see it on the replay there, but that pretty much seals the fate for Fluxo, not to mention Fame getting all that information early. Outsiders had the full read on exactly what was going down into that round.
Got to bring it up. Phelps, not the best start here. He's one of the more experienced players on this Fluxo roster.
Didn't have to bring it up.
Well, you got to do, given the circumstances. 5-3. I mean, if he just starts popping off a little bit, tuning in with Woody, but this fighting towards middle could dictate everything. Woody, that's a good opener. Flip removed. There's another player close in proximity, though. Jamie's baited Fame perfectly, but this smoke completely obscures the vision.
Oh, Norbert, though, he's up on an elevated angle. He's straight out immediately. But now Fame can start to push through. The player advantage is here, but look at this push. Fame can't quite connect the shots, but that HE, that could do damage. Oh, yes, it does. It's a double up from Fame. VSM, only one left, finds 1 kill. This is a player all the way towards top mid. Jay with the AWP is pushed all the way through. Somehow VSM avoids that AWP though, and he can get this bomb down to the B bomb site.
Press the needle. Bomb planted, need to regroup. Incendiary double flash. Oh, a little bit of a flub, but that's okay. Outsiders take their time. They regroup. They recollect. And well, they're going to gather in towards mid doors VSM.
Ooh.
This is a good reposition.
I love this. Difficulty is, if he deals with Qikert, James has the AWP. This setup is actually perfect. Oh, he's taking more past the trigger discipline. Oh, VSM! What a round!
That's back-to-back multi-kills for VSM now, where he's found significant impact. You cast your mind back a few rounds, goes to the Deagle, and now he makes that one work. What a performance. The fact he finds that gap, James even spotted him through the doors.
1 versus 3 from VSM as well. Dealt with Fame on that flank, who looked like he'd done everything. He doubles up. It's the HE kill. It's the rifle kill. VSM saves the day. Fluxo now within 1 round of equalizing things on this T side. Nice boost from Woody to see if anyone crosses down, but James, he's going for a peek of his own, and there's the kill, but the trade immediate. Looking for a second, but not quite going to connect. But it's still good for Fluxo. 4 versus 4. And they've taken control.
That's really difficult. The only support there for Jame was split in towards mid doors, and when it gets smoked off like that, you just can't really see over the top. In essence, there's no support. Jamie's just gone for a hero moment to find the opener and then can't escape with a heavy ticket item.
Yeah, unfortunately, it hits the player that's further away on that peak. You know, they were both revealed for like half a second. Got the closer player, maybe he can get away, but there's going to be a reposition here from Outsiders. Looking to fight back towards short. Going to catch Lucaozy, he's not even looking. Norbert gets that one for free. Now they've got the advantage.
They have, but this is where they re-extend in. Qikert is holding down long. Lux with the bomb on his back. VSM taking contact in towards middle. Double AWP as well that was picked up after Jame fell. Interested to see if that is a staple of the Fluxo side when they eliminate him, but Lux just trying to put the damage down, and now Norbert to be contested on short.
He's about to swing out with a fat mass, and VSM gets the kill, but Flit is here with the double up on the site. All now on towards Lux. A missed smoke as well. Actually, there's a gap in that. He's going to make his way back. This has probably been heard by Fame as well, who's in towards short. So the reposition, going to walk straight into this AWP, and it's an easy round for Outsiders.
Yeah, much better reaction, especially after losing the early man, right? I mean, the double push back in towards short was perfect, completely catches Lucaozy off guard. And then suddenly from there, they can just fall back. They can sit back. They're relying on their crossfire setups, and it works out perfectly. It's just... Flit, I believe it was, just rotating down in towards CT, just getting that double. It's just really impactful.
Still a very close affair. I think they mentioned on the desk, right, Outsiders will sometimes play to the level of their opposition. And it does feel like some of these rounds are a little scrappy. Some of these peaks, Jame, you mentioned it, right, didn't really have support when he went for that peek in towards short, caught off guard by the person so close to him. A rare little mistiming there for the mastermind behind Outsiders.
Saw a glimpse of what it's all for as well, the trophy shining bright. Mind the players of what's on the line. Woody with the peek. Oh, actually, that's just the scout, but it does good damage on towards Jame, but he's going to peek in towards lower. Hold firm, spots the legs, and instead decides to get out of dodge. Good decision because it baits Qikert in.
Yeah, knows that even if he gets that shot, the trade's immediate. He wants to keep his hands on the AWP, particularly because he got legged. The risk was too great, falls back. Woody had had a scout, that would have been a kill. Oh, no, an AWP, I should say. James here now. He's making his way around the map. Finds VSM, he can reposition as well. Slowly picking them apart, and well, this is not a lot in this round for Fluxo either. They forced into this, you can tell by obviously the scout, the pistols, and the lack of utility.
Seen that a few times already from Fluxo. Will prioritize the weaponry. Has worked out in a few of these scenarios though. So as they group towards short, it's just the two flashbangs going to be thrown by the scout player as well to try and set up these pistols and the sole rifle for success.
3 players here on the defense though. Jame with the AWP, they got Qikert tucked in. We're going to miss that first shot. Qikert, he's just waiting for the time to swing out. There's nothing to flush him out. The flashbang is perfect. Gets 2, the spray onto the 3rd as well. And he knows that this last player is tucked in towards Gandalf. Does go down, but doesn't matter because the trade is there. Nice defense from Outsiders.
That should give him a little bit of confidence as well. The fact that that one was so easy, despite it being a forced investment from Fluxo. Never really talked about the players to really look out for on this Fluxo side. I mean, we've already seen how good Lucaozy has been. We mentioned that buyout from Sharks in the pre-game. Starting to see why, right? I mean, he's very good, especially at like carving out these opportunities for Fluxo to go a little bit more aggressive into some of the openers to these rounds. I also just want to highlight VSM, right? Already a clutch player here for Fluxo.
Yeah. Seen some great stuff from VSM early on, and well, James going to get this opener this time around. Has support as well. Kazi. Close combat here with Split. Oh, the smoke almost blocking the vision of the MP9, but doesn't matter. Norbert, don't hit that right click. You want to hit these left clicks. Nice couple of taps coming through. Stops to the USP to close it out. Easy as you like for Norbert.
Yeah, feeling a little bit more comfortable now if you're the outsiders. You've built up a little bit of a round buffer. The bank balance is starting to build. It is all established on that CT side, and now they can really just kick into gear, get all the motions rolling, and just take a deep breath, calm down, and try and see out the rest of this best of one. So they've already run out the half already.
Yeah, not bad. 8-4, double the rounds. This was 5-4 at one stage. The Outsiders getting a bit of momentum now. Fluxo will have another chance. They can fully invest into this round. Long contact early on. Phelps, he's barreling through, and well, Brandon, I didn't want to mention it earlier, but now I feel like it does need mentioning. Needs to find some impact.
Good setup as well from Outsiders. James holding this in case it's a bit more of a default. There is a player in towards upper tunnels, could walk straight into the crosshair. Oh, he's moved away. Has spotted him though.
Time to leave. Manages to get out. No punish either because the rest of the T's are out towards long. Now going to be putting a bit more attention back in towards mid. Worry about a potential push because that gap was left open for so long and James was spotted in towards lowers. So now Lucaozy is going to clear this one out. James repositioned and Woody's making his way up. Drops a decoy as well to provide a bit of distraction as the utility fully blinds him. And oh, here comes the flank. Lucaozy deals with Flit and he's accelerating forward at the same time. Woody's pushing up as well. This pincer is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they want nothing to do with that. That was a really nice played round from Fluxo. The fact that they've constantly been conditioning Outsiders in towards this long play, they drop the smokes. As soon as the smokes are dropped, that's when the short play completely comes into fruition. It's Lucaozy again to open up the account, strike these A defenders off the record, and finally Woody can swing in and deal with the player on Goose.
Fluxo doesn't want to let Outsiders get up to their usual tricks. Look at this. They're pending with these AWPs. Both going to fire off shots though. So now Fluxo, do they really want to commit all these rifles? Because they only just got their hands on these and they are not particularly wealthy. Maybe just cut your losses here. Can't quite take these AWPs out of their hands. Just going to have to deal with them into the follow-up.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why they're just holding. Waiting for any peaks going to be offered over. Outsiders, they want nothing to do with it. Bring two snipers over, try and bolster the defense going forward. That's a really good round, but it needs to be consistent from Fluxo because we've seen the odd rounds here or there, but it's never really been an established, consistent basis, and that's why the scoreline is so much in favor of the Outsiders, despite it looking 8-5 on paper.
Yeah, great round though. They left that mid gap open.
It's a P90 on BSM.
Okay, yeah, let's keep an eye on the P90. That is a rare weapon to see out. That's kind of a punish to the AWPs, right? You can just run them down. He's going to be charging through, setting up the flash. P90 leading the charge. Fame tucked in though, deals with it before it can find a single kill. He's found two though, and he's repositioning, playing in this smoke. Lux does find him a good leg from Flitz. Not going to finish the job, but the HE might just do the trick. No, is dodged, but brings Woody low instead. And Qikert just spamming through, drops Lux. That's the bomb out in the open. Lucaozy, he has to go something for heroics here, and he's not going to catch anyone yet. He wants to play around the smoke, and Flint is here, but the no-scope connects, and he's looking for another. Doesn't quite hit the mark this time around. Woody, he's the only one left, though, and that flank for Norbert finishes the job.
I like the idea, right? You change the pace in towards B, you let the P90 lead the charge, try and create a little bit of a ruckus, a little bit more of a disturbance. But the player's just tucked in the entire time. Flit and Fame, they do the damage initially. Fame with the follow-up on the AWP, but Flit just tucked into the corner, not even a consideration.
It's a shame. You do want to see the P90 get up to some fun. It's such a rarity on the server. Obviously less kill reward than its fellow SMGs, part of why it's not quite so popular. Also, it's more expensive than a Galil.
Yeah.
That probably doesn't help. Ooh, Jam, you spotted something. That's a whiff of action, but pressure from lowers is going to force him off. Last round of the half here. Fluxo definitely want to find their six.
It's a good reaction to have control in towards both lower and top middle here for Fluxo because Outside has been forcing the issue in some of these rounds.
Critical as well. Phelps wants to find his first kill before the end of the half.
I mean, the fact they've even got themselves in this position could potentially be 9-6 and they're basically playing 4 versus 5. If he can start waking up on the CT side, it could be scary for Outsiders. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be. Not holding my breath. James, though, on this angle. Calm and steady. Ooh, orbit. He's fully blinded out long. James hits the leg, but he gets tagged instead. He's actually standing strong. Waiting to see if they push onto him. Out towards long. He's going to flash out his teammate. This could be good. Qikert going to swing out. It's a perfect flash, but the spray is fantastic. Lux, he's holding the angle. Damage is done. Fame pushing through. Does deal with Phelps. So no kills in the half going to be connected for him, but Flitz caught off by Lucaozy once again. Jame and Fame can't go for the save here. It's the last round of the half, and Fame has at least found one.
Got to smoke for success as well. Jame creeping, crawling with this scope. Lux hasn't spotted him, so he gets in ever so closer. Could potentially catch out Woody here, but it's VSM in this position at the car. I feel like it's too much outside to handle, but the wall bang doesn't quite connect.
Needs to be the kill. Fame now 1 versus 3. 2 players are so low. They're not going to reveal themselves. Playing passive here, they know they've got this double man advantage. Fame is low, no utility to work with. Does have a kit, but that clock is ticking, and Woody's AWP reigns through 9-6 half.
Yeah, not too bad at all. We're going to see how this one will pan out just after a couple of minutes, so don't go too far.
I've now got the coach from Fluxo here with me, Zamp, and I just want to start by asking, right, for a team like you guys coming here to Europe, how much time have you spent here? What did you able to do, like practice and boot camp wise?
Yeah, that's our first international championship. We did a great job in Brazil last month, and we believe we can do this again in Europe. We practicing for more than a week in Europe. It's have been great to us, and let's see what we can do against top 10, top 15 teams here.
Now your team's interesting because it was formed of players from Godsend, 00 Nation, Sharks, a mix of players. How is the chemistry though? How are they together?
Yeah, we have been fun. It's great to do with these guys. They have a lot of experience, and our team is great because I just need to say something and they understand what they need to do. It's easy to mix the things. It's easy to do the everything in the server because they have a lot of experience, like you said, in other teams.
Very nice, and it's all coming together. Now today you're going up against outsiders, very slow, passive style. How does it compare to your style, and do you think you can kind of throw them off balance maybe?
Yeah, we know their kind of game. We know that they play very slowly, and I will not talk about it because it's our own game, but we are a very fast team. We know to play. It's an aggressive game, and let's see if it's enough to beat them.
Well, I look forward to seeing that Brazilian aggression. Zamp, thank you very much, man.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here into the second half, and Brandon, I've got 2 sets of numbers for you. 9 and 6, that's the half. 0 and 13, what do you think that is?
Well, what's interesting is Fluxo, their journey began here through the closed qualifiers. They went up against a team called Qikert. And in that game, they played, in that best of 3 series, they played Dust2, who was the highest rated performer for Fluxo on that CT side. Well, it was Phelps with a 2.03 rating, so I'm hoping he can really step it up here.
This is it, this is his opportunity. Man is on the screen for a moment. Good to see the classic Outsiders T sides take place. Bit of control established early in towards the tunnels, and they could be rewarded with a kill. A bit of a push coming through on the CT side. The fight a little bit awkward. Lucaozy is going to get away without any damage done either way, but does show his face. Shows that Fluxo are not afraid to push.
Early utility already been deployed by the Outsiders. 1 smoke, 1 Molotov. That's all that remains. And the only little bit of map control they have really is in towards middle with Flit.
He's peering through, and Woody is going to be peering towards top mid. Doesn't quite connect the shots, but he's got the information. Spotted at least 2, maybe even 3 players here. Lux is jump picking, going to spot a player of his own and drops the smoke as well. That's going to slow down Outsiders even further. They're not bothered. Playing straight to their speed. Fame does have a bit of utility of his own as well. Norbert is out towards long, so it does feel like A is the inevitable hit. James is looking to regroup as well.
Seen this a couple of times as well. Sometimes they'll throw a smoke and a Molotov that will land on the wall. Already spoke about it in the first best of 1, but the fact that you've got the Molotov right in the middle of the screen, it just means that, you know, it's a little bit of an obscure of the vision for some of these players.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. We're seeing some moonwalking here on the screen, so hopefully we can fix this one shortly. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go to a very quick break, so we'll be back in a moment.
One night together, baby, take me high. You've taken all my love. I just want to feel your touch, yeah. Oh, it's one night together, baby, take me high.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical hiccup here or there, but not too bad overall. We're back into the swing of things, and Outsiders, they've got the pistol.
Yeah, well, Volstaire, unfortunately for everyone at home, missed Phelps' first kill, but he is on the board now. So the CT side looking like it's going to be his side. The first round does go the way of Outsiders. And, well, that lovely red text in the top corner that we can see, hopefully will not be staying there for too much longer.
Yeah, look, I mean, look, whilst we've got a little bit of break in the action, it can just really set this one up nicely, right? We can take a look at how these two teams typically perform on the defense and the offense. It's going to be an interesting one, Lucy, to kind of break down.
Yeah, I mean, we see Outsiders, their style of play is obviously very passive, famous for it on both sides of the server. So expecting, we even saw it in the pistol round there. For what we did manage to capture on the broadcast, it was a very slow-paced round.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've got a little bit of network issues here or there. We're going to get that sorted ASAP. So it just means you have to look at us for just a couple more minutes. Hope that's okay. Actually, do you know what? In fact, we're not going to do that. We're going to save your eyes. We're going to avert them to a little bit of a break. But hopefully this is all resolved when we come back. So we'll see you in just a few moments.
It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, if we go down, if we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, if we go down, if we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history. Beautiful life. Beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life, don't you think? If we go down, we go down in history. If we go down, we go down in history.
So you say you got a new one. I know that you're trying to believe that you can fake a whole scenario just to make me jealous. Your shadow keeps stalking, and we should stop talking. But we got that special something. Say it like you mean it, I won't fake it and believe it when I see it. But for now, I just be breathing, doing nothing. I won't cave in if you won't make a move right now. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy. Won't you let me know? Why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy. You should let me know. Oh, I will be clear now. Patience is really not my key, but if you play your cards right, I might just think about it twice. Yeah. Say it like you mean it, I won't fake it and believe it when I see it. But for now, I just be breathing, doing nothing. I won't cave in if you won't make a move right now. Oh, why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. You know we always can go easy. Won't you let me know? Why do we go 360? You're hesitating, now it's busy. like that, like that, like that. I've been giving clues and you're acting all blind. Trying to make some moves, but you're staying behind. How come you don't get it when I say it like that? Like that, like that, like that. Oh, why do we go 360? You hesitating, always busy. You know we always can't go easy. Won't you let me know? Why do we go 360? You're hesitating, always busy. You know we always can't go easy. You should let me know.
Caught up in emotions, think I'm losing track. I need you to stay by my side. Feel like I'm been floating, comfortably detached. Will you stay if I lose my mind? And I want to let go. Don't let me even if I try. But I need you to know that I don't wanna lose this high.
Thought I could walk through fire, blow up the storm and see the light, yeah. I told my friends that I could run on water, and they said nobody can. They'll see me flying through the sky, yeah. Play hide and seek behind the clouds. I show my friends that I'm not scared of dreaming, and I'll do that again, over and over again. Suddenly the heart and chest feels heavy.
Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the delay, but you can just use your imaginations. Pretend that was a really long Outsiders round you just watched.
Yeah, I mean, just carrying over some of the weaponry. I mean, it did convert the pistol. So now, after they've hit double digits, they will be investing back in Fluxo with a purchase of their own. Flit just jump spotting. Got to dodge these scout bullets.
Straight back into the action. Qikert takes a nade to the side of the face, brought down to half. But they have established control out towards long. The CT's repositioning now. A couple in towards mid and a couple out to A to contest. Woody actually, he looks like he really wants to go for this fight. Gonna swing out with the scout and he is punished. A tag is all it's gonna be.
Yeah, not too bad though. I mean, 2 tags, it softens them up for the Deagles to step in. Could that player be Lux to step up for Fluxo?
Saw VSM be a monster with the Deagle earlier. He might want to repeat that as well. The smoke gonna come through and he's looking like he wants the jiggle. There's the shot. The monster steps up. He's looking for more as well. Has Lux in support. Just spamming through the smoke, hoping one of these shots will connect. Bit of damage done as well. Phelps is very low. Lux putting down the smoke as well is going to allow him to play around that. Norbert looking to do the same, in fact, but Lux has found the gap, and that's a kill onto Flit. This bomb now, Norbert's on the side still, and he does catch out Lux.
That's damaged players that have been brought down low by VSM. Lucaozy's found Qikert. James still walking wounded. 3 versus 2, and Norbert doesn't feel safe enough planting the bomb. And well, he shouldn't feel at all because Phelps, he's denied that opportunity. James, well, he's residing in top middle, just on his own on an island.
Yeah, no chance into this round. Has the Galil. Looking to see if someone will come and give him a fight. But looking like, well, Brandon, it's going to be a James round here, but a James time with the Galil this time.
Yeah, I mean, that was a well-played round from Fluxo, right? You got Woody taking initiative with the scout. VSM doing damage and even finding the headshot on towards Fame. Those are players that weren't even brought down low by the sniper. So it just allows even more opportunity for Fluxo to gain ground in the round. And that's a really good response on the force buy. Yeah,
Fluxo just thriving in the chaos. Come out ahead. That tag from Woody actually ends up really helping them out there. 2 players so low as they make their way through. The smoke's doing so much work as well. So immediately bouncing back with their first round on this CT side.
Yeah, pretty good. See the player cam reactions, and then we can get back into the game and see what they're working with. Because Outsiders, it's an interesting decision. They're going to force around this Galil. They're just going to have the partial investment with the pistols. Oh, looks like we've got the former scout being purchased by Norbert as well. They're all in.
Yeah, Galil in the hands of James still. See what we can do. That's the heaviest piece of weaponry into this round for the T side. Fame looking to work his deagle now. Norbert creeping up slowly with the scout. 2 players very close in mid. May not be ready for a second. There's even a third here, in fact. So there's a chance here. Lucaozy on this angle, going to spot the shadow, but the Tech 9 from Flit gets the first. Here's where that second player in Phelps can step up, though, with a kill of his own.
Yeah, not too bad. Even smokes off the doorway. Makes it very difficult to try and recover the rifle. The grenade even blows it back a little bit.
What?
But what is that from Norbert? No scope wall bang. Okay.
And the headshot. Talk about a long kill feed. All right, what do you do now, Outsiders? Norbert is still up there. He's out towards long now, and he's going to catch up another. Norbert is doing everything here. The first kill was a freebie, but the second one was lovely. Woody now might be able to catch out something on this flank up through short, and there it is. Fame goes down, but the bomb is planted.
2 versus 2, they've got the upgraded weaponry, and they've got utility to play with this. Fluxo could definitely give this a look in, especially with VSM finding Norbert. It's Jamin that saved Galil to try and win Outsiders the round.
Notice that both these players are as well. You can try and isolate these 2 fights. Attack into VSM wants to go for that fight first. There it is. Gets brought down low in the process, and Woody's on full HP. James trying to reposition here, but Woody has the read. What a retake from Fluxo.
And just when you think that that round is Outsiders through and through, you got Norbert doing heroics with the scout, even following up, finding the space that's been left open by Fluxo at long, off the back of having 3 in towards middle.
I mean, considering what they took into that round, that's a really nice recovery from Outsiders. They almost set that one up. The bomb goes down, but with that player going down alongside to VSM, and it just leaves James in the clutch, it's just a little bit too much.
It might even be a consideration to force back in. Normally, consecutive rounds will break these force by walls, but 1 player left alive on the bomb. It makes sense to give it another go.
Yeah, it's not completely the same amount of investments, a bit more of a halfie. Lucaozy throwing out the HE does tickle Flit a little bit. So now they have to be worried about lowers as well. Gonna have to take their time to go back and clear this. And they've got James as well out towards T-spawn. He was holding for a long push that's not coming. He's now repositioning to help them. They do decide to cross back in towards mid. It's again a double setup here. Woody with the Lucaozy close. Woody with the AWP misses the shot. He's going to fall back in. This is where this rifle can start to do some damage.
Looks like he's been spotted though. Has to find a safe haven in towards this close corner. Woody on the USP trying to bail him out, but not quite. Instead looking to reposition. But Outsiders, they've got good control in towards middle despite not having the best weaponry.
But looking to push that a bit further as well. Firing off some shots through the smoke. Trying to bait out some utility.
Yeah, and also, I mean, with Flit just doing this, is trying to keep the players anchored in towards B. Utility now being dropped, VSM potentially looking to push the issue, but Outsiders, that's where they're going to end up.
And Lucaozy's repositioned as well. He's in towards window, so they've got 2 players reinforcing this side, but that's all there is over this side of the map. Very committed positions towards A for the rest of the team. All comes down to VSM and Lucaozy. VSM going to be playing around on this angle. He's the first contact with the MP9. Fame baits out the shot, good wide swing. Gonna miss the mark there, and now Lucaozy has to step up. The rifle gets one, and the MP9 swings in for another. Lucaozy, though, has run out of bullets, swaps to the USP, and gets that kill. Oh, what a one-tap on the Flit. Norbert does get one in response, but look at his health. Can collect the M4, but the time, he has to get this bomb, and he has to get it planted. 10 seconds left. Just about gonna make it over, but can't really go for the fake here, because even if he gets this kill, there's simply no time.
Yeah, a very difficult situation for Norbert to find himself in. Really good hold by the B defenders. And then the fact that Fluxo forced the issue make Norbert feel uncomfortable enough to where Outsiders can't get a bomb plant. It's a really good round in the end by Fluxo. They close the gap one further. They bring it into within 1.
What a round from Lucaozy as well. The fact he gets 2 USP kills here, that second one onto Jame was just criminal. Lovely hold on the B side. They were the only defenders on that side, and they stepped up.
You can see the cost as well. Outsiders, they bring forward the weaponry, but they haven't really got too much utility. Plenty of smokes, though, for this execute. It's just the flashes, a little bit concerning to me, only a couple.
Woody holding for any sort of boost coming through from tunnels. Not going to be anything at the moment. Lucaozy's going to deal with Flit. Trying to cross up onto Xbox. Smoke was, I think, a little bit flat. It looked like it fell a little bit low. Lux, oh, the shadow advantage. Oh my god, Norbert though, gonna completely dome him.
That was really cool. The fact that they threw in a second smoke behind him, trying to bait in his position, but Norbert is ready for that gunfight despite the shadow disadvantage. We're in an even playing field now. 4 versus 4. Look at Woody. Trying to take the fight back into his top middle, but he does miss the mark. Thankfully, will escape with his life.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there. You can see it was being jiggled for. Trying to wide swing and bait out the AWP shot. Reposition now back towards B, gonna try their luck here once again. This time it's just VSM though. Lucaozy is nowhere in sight.
No flashes. Makes it very difficult to go through this smoke. James could even fire off a pop shot or 2. Woody in the meantime has found Norbert. Boost up and over VSM. He's tucked in. Great grenade. That's gonna soften them up.
It does a little bit of damage. Not quite as much as maybe I thought it would. With 30 seconds left, unless they get an opening, this could be maybe a bit of a false start here, but no, they're going to be putting a bit of aggression in towards mid. 20 seconds left. Lucaozy is here, and Phelps is holding as well, so they've got a good setup to deal with this mid to B. Smokes come through. Lucaozy stands strong. Another kill. James close combat with the AWP, misses the shot. Lucaozy trying to deal with him, but he's just going to run away. And it's going to be a save for James and Fame.
Yeah, interesting round from the Outsiders. I mean, what's really cool there from Fluxo is the fact that they take the initiative. They take long control by being incredibly aggressive with Lux. Leave it open temporarily and then just mantle Woody behind Car, holding for that complete control, which allows the rifles just to move dynamically around the map. And Outsiders, they can never really have any established map control.
4 in a row now on the CT side for Fluxo as well. Evening things up, 10 apiece. The Desperate, and they were all in Outsiders court. Looking like we're maybe the big brain analysts today.
Have to wait and see. This game still got a lot left in it. Qikert brought down low by the HE. Follow-up Molly. Gonna separate his teammates in Fame. A little bit stuck. Qikert is here in support. Actually gets burnt alive, but Fame finds the opener onto Phelps.
It's a big one to find. Long control could have been established then if he goes down. AWP on Jame. That's currently grouping up with the rest of these players out long, but Woody with an AWP of his own is holding this line from Car. Has support in towards short, and Woody gets a cold feet, getting reposition. Has the smoke ready to throw out. Looking like he was going to try and bait a player in that position. Just jiggling the line here on both sides. But he does spot the shoulder. He's going to fall back now and hold. Bit of a off angle. Try and catch a player off as they push out. But James, he's repositioning as well. These two AWPers, and there's James. Comes out ahead. Ready for the fight. Now the rest of Outsiders start to push through. Good incendiary to slow things down. Fame, he's creeping up close. Norbert's been brought low as well, and they have to get past this player on site.
And they know that they can't flank in. Flit's holding that, even if it just is with a Tech 9. Norbert trying to get a little bit tricky. In and amongst the smokes, Lux needs to hold firm, but he gets removed immediately. Norbert can now punch in the digits, and this looks more like a save for Fluxo.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Needed to come up big on the site there. Kazi's going to catch off Flit on the flank. That's going to be all they get into this round. Potentially try and contain them. See if they can do a bit more damage. James been spotted, so that's going to allow Lucaozy to kind of come through on that flank. But again, their economy is not great. They want to save this as much as possible.
Good
Ooh.
nade.
Okay, hold up. This is still on. There's still time on the clock here. VSM is looking for this fight. Jiggle coming through from James, and he deals with him. This is doable. Fame's the only one left. He's on the side, and they're both coming towards him. Oh, what a one-tap from Fame, but it's not enough. VSM, they come through. The 2v3 retake didn't look like it was going to happen, but the very last second, they pull it off.
What a flood, what a throw from Outsiders in that one. It really felt like they just gave up these individual gunfights. We thought it on the casting desk as well. The fact that Fluxo were going to look to save in. The economy's been brought down so low time and time again. Just a reminder, it was one saved AK, one AWP. That was the main spearhead of this attack that allowed Outsiders these openings and the bomb site in itself. And yet, despite that, Fluxo just come in with an unbelievable retake that all starts with that HE.
Yeah, fantastic. The fact that Lucaozy also goes down in short as well, puts it into a dual position, the 2 versus 3. They start to consider it, and look at this aggression. Phelps and Lucaozy, they're going to do the damage onto Flit. Long control has been taken, but Woody is still holding, misses the shot though. Fame can't quite get there quick enough to punish, but now he's going to swing. Going to spot nobody home.
And that's really good. I mean, look at this. The fact he's fallen back, but this time he has support, and that's all off the back of that top mid push. Woody even looking for a little bit more of a fight. James, he's won this encounter out before. Can he do it again?
Look how close they are though. Gets a little bit scary there where he's juggling the flashes. He's going to fall back towards Gandalf. Lux is on the side. Couldn't come up big last time. Potentially with the support he can, and just pushing through. Phelps is doing so much damage. Look at the health. 3 of these players getting chipped at. Fame's found a kill though, and James found Lux. 2 openings. Woody, he's been spotted as well, tucked in. They know exactly where he is. Drops the smoke to try and give him something to work with, and Norbert's going to spot him as he goes to plant the bomb.
These players are low though. There's another HE. It softens them up further. Not quite any kills this time though, and that has to be Fluxo going into this save. So even though it looks really close, it's all unconfirmed damage.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Some of those fights coming down to the wire, just a little bit of a missed timing there. Couldn't quite get either of those kills. The player on site and the player in CT, both of them just doing enough to bring them low, but couldn't quite finish the job. Now they're going to even up once again, 11 apiece.
What you got to look at though is take a look at the kill distribution for Outsiders. The fact it is basically even across the board. You're talking about Phelps. Lux has kind of dropped off a little bit as well, and you need all your players to be stepping up. For Fluxo, the longer this game goes down, the more that will be an impact.
At the very least, saving over those 3 weapons is going to give them another opportunity, and oh, that's just unfortunate for Phelps. Good shot here from James as well. Certainly fought for it.
Team flash as well, coming in. Bit unfortunate, but with that off angle for James, I think he's always going to hit that one regardless. Look at this buy. Fluxo, they're going for it. Reinvesting back in, couple of Famises. AWP gets brought down low immediately. James, I think he's hit that shot 3 rounds in a row.
He hasn't found the kill at the very least, so Woody can still fight. Phelps has got a read on Norbert here. You can see he's trying to pin him in. Good smoke coming through, the flashbang, Norbert trying to capitalize off it, but now there's 2 players close, there's one in blue bits. Oh, that Molotov is fantastic, but I think it's actually going to be disguising him a little bit, but Norbert, what a flick. Oh, he even burns out Lux, falling apart here out towards Long. Look at the body. Can't even believe he's dead. Still on his knees. Executed out towards Long.
Oh, dearie me. Outsiders just starting to kind of get a little bit more into their groove. This T side, it's playing into their tempo. VSM Going for a little bit of an explore to regain some map control back. Doesn't spot anything in towards upper tunnel. So Flit, he's safe for now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble from Fluxo here. They know they've got the player disadvantage, so they've decided to stick towards B. If they come towards them, then they walk straight into the stack. Otherwise, they get another opportunity into the follow-up with 3 rifles. That loss bonus can start to tick up as well now that they've lost a couple. This round, Outsiders do look like they are going towards the A-bomb site. Being methodical about it, as per usual, but these smokes definitely indicating this is happening. They're going to find that one completely clear.
Yeah, I mean, you got to save this if you're Fluxo. Give yourself a fighting chance into the forward. We're talking about how much they are just investing in round after round. It makes sense to bring this AWP over, bring over a rifle because you could potentially still drop. You can even force pistols around this investment. It's still not too bad, but look at Outsiders. They're already hunting this.
Yeah, they are not going to be letting Fluxo get away with, well, their favorite game, the save. VSM dealt with. Lucaozy and Woody just want to hold on to this AWP and M4, but that's looking less and less likely. A smoke, a Molotov, they're flushing them out. It's a B site execute as the bomb is about to tick down. Lucaozy is trying to stay alive here in the gap. Woody doesn't quite spot the body. Oh, I feel like he thinks he does, but not quite. Lucaozy is going to find one, and the kills come through at the very end.
That's rough. Also, fair play to Outsiders for going for something like that, especially when their economy has been brought down quite low. You kind of see it on some of these players. It's like $50, $100, but because they've got so many players alive, they can throw a couple of bodies at the situation and leave Fluxo really limited on their options heading into the follow-up.
Yeah, I feel like Lux really got, unfortunately, caught out there. The Molotov spread at the very last couple of ticks and just brought him down as he tried to swing out for the trade. I like this from Lucaozy. Over a bit of a peek here, but Fame's holding for it. There's actually no one on the B bomb side. A bit of aggression out towards mid. Qikert is going to get all this information. So even though it might be a bit tricky here, he might give up this AK. It doesn't matter because, actually, it does matter because the bomb was left behind.
Oh dear. This gets a little bit more interesting. Look at all these flashes just raining over. However, you do have USPs and you've got an AK without armor. So I feel like they can recover it. You see James very close. He's just holding, even dropping mollies. Give himself a more favorable angle. Lux could potentially do it. Flip with the lock-in. This is going to be an Outsiders 13.
Here we go. Don't leave that bomb behind. Need that one. A little bit of a heart-racing moment, but they do recover it. Hero AK that was recovered, not able to get anything done. So they start to extend their lead in the closing stages of this best of one. But already been impressed with what we've seen from Fluxo in some of these buy rounds early on. They had that string of 5 rounds in a row that looked really good. They were making good reads, some great retakes. Just show some of that again because Outsiders are starting to take this game away.
Yeah, that's the experience shining through from the Outsiders. They've really just dug in their heels. They're used to these games going the distance, so they just feel pretty comfortable right now. Fluxo, we talked about it before. Domestically, they've looked very good, but are lacking this international experience as a roster as a whole. They've got the pieces to the puzzle where they've shone in Europe before, but now they're looking to do it all together, amalgamate into something great again for South America. There's a little bit of flair that they'll need going forward. Back out with the full buy again. No AWP, so James got that one uncontested.
Yes, the critical round for Fluxo. Lucaozy, he's actually had a bit of success here before, and he's going to do it this time as well. Kill and a half rewarded. Trying to go for something a bit faster, Outsiders, and punished immediately. Woody's also found one in short as well. Fame's brought down low. This is looking great for Fluxo. James gets dinked through the doorway too as he tries to reposition.
Interesting one. Just waiting now, Outsiders. This boost from Lux could come up pretty strong. It's a pretty decent setup here in towards middle as well. And even if Outsiders elect to go towards the B bomb site, well, there's plenty of defenders that can rotate over. Fame and James, with Fame just peeking his way out towards long. He's going to get information that nobody's here apart from Lux, who's all the way back on the bomb site.
Qikert getting that kill into Woody was actually kind of huge. That's a nice peek from Lux. James, well, Bob, 1v4. What do you reckon he's going to do, Brandon? Any indications on how he might play this little round?
You already know. I mean, look, that's an interesting round from the outsiders just in general, because the way they were winning and getting their way back in with these slower defaults, they were playing to their own tempo. It was a cool base straight out the gate. They had one thing in mind, and it was just to burn down the clock, play the way they wanted to. But by going for something a little bit more dynamic, they're playing into Fluxo's hands, because that was where we saw that 5-round win streak. It was Fluxo being aggressive. It was outsiders being punished for the mistakes they were making. It's just an interesting decision to me, just to change it up.
Yeah, but I kind of like it though, right? At the tail end, you do expect outsiders to be playing more to their standard playstyle, right? And that's where going for something fast could catch you off guard, particularly in such a critical round where you've just got the guns back out. If you lose it, it's up to 14. It's looking very scary. So I do like the idea. It just doesn't quite work out.
Do see the boost get a kill in action, though, in these replays. Nice find from Lux towards Fame as well, because if that kill goes down, then the rotations are scrambling, and it gets a little bit awkward. Nevertheless, Fluxo locked that one in. They keep things going here on Dust2. Fame completely blind, so the bullets won't quite connect.
Yeah, Woody blind as well. Jane going for the aggressive peek out towards B, but not going to spot anything. Fame has gotten a bit of ground, courtesy of the smoke, but he decides he doesn't want to stay there. Probably for the best, because there are 2 CTs that want to flush him out. He's going to fall back. They are going to establish long control on the CT side. It's good ground for Fluxo early.
Just looking at Lucaozy. Fluxo have had so much success in towards mid doors, just holding down that position. The fact that he's just anchoring this over, can even call Phelps in for support to establish some sort of crossfire. They're not neglecting the position. And with Lux on this boost, they can even potentially throw another player over, or this elevated stack could reap the reward. But it's outsiders, 55 seconds left on the clock. They're going to start to take control down middle, and they'll elect to get the gears rolling over towards short.
They're going to start to make their way through there. Just that's one player over towards the A site, though, in Woody, because that boost out towards long, and the rest of the CTs are stacked on the B bomb site. Going to have to start to consider getting a move on here, because it's just going to be Woody on an island at the moment. At least the smoke does give him something to work with. That's a T-smoke, in fact.
Look at the utility as well. One flash, one nade. That's all to hold this outsider's attack at bay. Woody tucks in and Flit goes completely under. It's a mid to B split for the outsiders. Lucaozy does get a multi with the spray.
This is where that third player in VSM, he's unaccounted for. Still tucked in towards the tunnels. James going to walk straight through, tries to jump out the window, and VSM activates. 2 versus 3 now. Qikert trying to deal with VSM, but he's managed to escape and then re-peeks. Perfect from VSM. Woody comes through and deals with Fame, and the stack towards B works out perfectly.
Yeah, really nice, especially with Lucaozy getting a multi-kill. It makes it so much easier for VSM. They're not ready for that at all. The fact that the numbers have been thinned in towards middle, outsiders just feel like they need to put that bomb down, establish some sort of after-plant position, and it all just comes up VSM.
Just unaccounted for. Not ready for an extra player on that side of the map because of how much pressure outsiders have put on A. You just assume they're going to be at least 3 of the players over there. They deal with 2 towards the B side of the map. That's where VSM shines. He's been looking great in the server as well. Jane with the AWP. Ooh, what a kill onto Woody. Just the slither revealed and gets the opener.
Yeah, much better start. Molly's now being deployed. Qikert's even Molotov in lower just to make sure there wasn't a rifle that slipped on by. 3 players start long this time for Fluxo. And again, it's another one of these defaults for the outsiders. They're holding for any point of aggression. Have seen them throw bodies at this before Fluxo, especially out towards long, which is why Norbert is accounting for it.
Yeah, still 2 players out here. 2 on side as well. It's everyone on the A side for the CTs. Now, last time they had the perfect read. They put 3 players over towards B, and it was exactly what was needed. Question is, what is outsiders' read on this situation? It's a gamble from Fluxo at a very critical point. 13-13. Potentially could pay off. Outsiders setting up. Slow and steady, and Sentry to slow things down further. 50 seconds left on the clock, so time to work with. Still a smoke for Lux as well. That one can be deployed. Likely on the site, potentially help out.
They're not moving, like, at all. Utility going to be deployed, 35 seconds. What way are you going to go? If you're outsiders, it looks like they're going to walk straight into this.
Right into the stack. Flit, he's leading the charge, making his way up. Going to deal with the player in Goose. Second player on Rab, he converts the kill. VSM caught out in the open, fully white, and Flit gets a third. They're all falling. Phelps is the only one left. He's dealt with his long flank, but there's 3 players on the bomb site. Even going to try and take this fight with James, and it's not going to come out for him.
That was absolutely masterful from Flit. He finds the opener, and he just keeps on going. The supporting flashbangs as well just really aid that entry pathway. Knows exactly what he's doing. He clears out every single angle and isolates the gunfights.
Now let's stack all 4 players over this side of the map. VSM gets completely caught off guard. That may be the pressure getting to him. That was a team flash that blinded VSM, and he's just standing out on ramp in the open. You could tell he wanted to go for that fight. He was being set up to go for that flash fight, but he gets caught by it.
Still going the distance. 1 round, still the gap between these 2 sides. 14 to 13. Did you see that one come in?
Well, you know, we did say we expected Fluxo to come through and potentially be that dark horse. They can upset, and in best of ones. On Dust2 as well, right? That was the conversation that the desk guy, Alan, was completely taken aback by the Dust2. He thought Inferno made sense, a map that outsiders can punish on with that experience, the fact that they are a lot more of a solid team on that map.
I mean, that round, look what that's done to the economy. Fluxo, they are going to invest in, but at what cost? 3 SMGs. Woody, the AWP, and they're just going to get aggressive down mid. Are they going to force the issue? No, in towards lower instead. And outsiders, they trade map control because they take long.
Yeah, it's good control though for Fluxo, so now they can start to focus back towards the A side. But Fame, he's continuing to aggress up. Looking for the contact, no smokes down, so he just wants to try and catch them off guard, and there it is. Phelps dealt with jumping through CT, not able to get anything done. Woody here with the AWP holding the cross, but here come those smokes. So Lux, a lot of pressure on him with the MP9, the only player on the A bomb site. Sitting in a smoke at the moment, trying to reposition, and they are creepy crawling up.
No flashes.
Oh, well, there it goes. Fame finds Lux. Woody throws some utility through, and I mean, the damage is being done, but there's no kill coming through. Norbert can plant this bomb, and with map point looming, you just got to hold on to this.
Yeah, he can't go for this now. Good damage done by the utility again by Flux. So we've seen this in a couple of rounds where they managed to get these outsiders' health balls really low, but they just can't go for it because they just don't know, and they've got the player disadvantage all across the server. It's very difficult to try and recover.
Qikert upgrades from his Tech 9 to an MP9. See, he might even decide to go for the hunt, but with the little HP, they might be a bit less inclined to do it. They do have a lot of money to work with, but if they lose the next, they still want to be able to invest further. So may as well play as one by the book. Although, yeah, no, they're just sitting in CT spawn. Woody gets a little overeager, could get punished, but looking like they are going to hold on to these weapons.
Yeah, bring that one forward. Outsiders giving Fluxo a taste of their own medicine. That round's straight out of their strat book, right? Contact playing towards long, then dropping the smokes down after the initial contact has been taken, and then they can just work it forward. Nicely played.
Yeah, we've got the Rotterdam crowd out as well, nice and early. For this lovely matchup between outsiders and Fluxo. Map point for outsiders.
Double up.
Okay, that's fun.
Oh.
Flit gets the tag as well, having just as much success. And Lucaozy, if he pushes forward here, has Phelps on his side. VSM though, he's doubled up on the site. He shut this down completely. Fame not ready for the MP9s in close combat. This round's falling apart.
Outsiders just trying to take the pace to the SMGs, trying to catch Fluxo off guard. It's not quite working. Lucaozy will find Qikert in the smoke. It's all left onto Flit. 1 versus 5. Got the bomb on his back, so that's step 1 complete in his little quest in round number 29, but he needs to find a bit more.
He's got this AK creeping down. 1 kill's one thing, but he has to find 4 of them. There is a gap. They are starting to take control out towards upper mid, pushing into T-spawn, trying to work out where he is. They don't want him to hold on to this AK. VSM's holding this at the AWP as well. Oh, nice shot from Flit. An opportunity presents itself here now. Smoke goes down, Molotov. He falls back. Oh, he's playing with him, repositioning. Actually picks up a Molotov, and that's going to catch him out. Oh, it looked like a good play, but unfortunately punished.
Oh, little bit dangerous. Maybe he's been reading the ticker going across the bottom of the screen. It says, I like to live dangerously. I like to pull out my nades in clutch situations.
Check out this, though. The double up from VSM. We were highlighting these MP9s to catch out the flank, but they're barely even needed.
again, it's this change of pace. Outsiders are throwing at Fluxo, and Fluxo just dealing with it round after round. Jame not quite firing off a shot this time in towards the double doors. It's a single AWP on both sides of the server.
Yeah, no double AWP on the T side. That's an interesting one from Outsiders. Woody looking for this peek. Spots a shoulder. Bit of utility thrown through. No one going to take contact yet. This player's close by, so Lucaozy is ready to support him as well.
He's going to go aggressive. Perfect flashbang. Doesn't quite find the kill on towards Flip, but it's information at the very least.
Yeah, Jame was holding from top mid, so he didn't want to stick around. Damage is something, though. And it's on to Flit as well, who's currently leading the server. Well, for the T side. Lucaozy's on 26 kills. He's having quite the game.
Still gets a little bit uncomfortable, though, for Fluxo because they've got no control out towards short. That's why they're delegating more reinforcement towards mid.
Tilty in towards short, trying to bait out some of Fluxo's. It's going to work. Do take control of Fame, leading on point. Had success with this attack quite a few times. 2 players over towards ramp this time and a player out long, so they've got a good setup, plus that close rotation in mid as well. Lucaozy can come through short at any point.
Look at this, though. He's just tucked in between the doorway. Need to clear close, but need to check your angle because Lucaozy's going to punish you with the spray. 2 kills immediately. 3 versus 5 and making it more. Jame with the no scope, but suddenly it's a 4 versus 2 and overtime could be a consideration.
Time looming as well. Woody fires out the shot. Jame is going to make his way past. Yes, the bomb, and VSM on the side has dealt with Flit. It's all now on to Jame, and VSM deals with him. We are going to overtime.
Yeah, not quite done here yet on the server, but we'll find out how overtime will transpire in just a few minutes.
Overtime. VSM Lucaozy stepping up and dragging us all the distance here on Dust2.
It's a tale of two defensive sides. The difference and time will tell which one of these two teams will take this best of one. Based on the offense, looking for a successful T side for either one of these teams. A fast one for the outsiders. VSM holds strong just so often, as he always does, to find the opener.
Yeah, finds it open, and he's even looking for more. Great flashbang to support. He's pegging out here. The damage done. Qikert does find one onto Lux. The nade not quite connecting, but it has at the very least forced outsiders back.
Does the damage. Woody, it's his responsibility with that sniper to hold down middle. So often was being tested by the outsiders in regulation. For overtime, folks, it's the first to 19. If we do end up with an 18-18 scoreline, well, we're going to run it right back. We're going to go again and throw another best of 6 your way. Outsiders slowing things down. Hinge smoke deployed from a distance, and Woody tries to see some feetsies under it.
Yeah, I haven't seen many kills from Woody lately, and that flashbang, well, that's not going to set him up for success early. Does have support here. 3 players from the defense over towards the B site. They've just got 1 player out towards A in Phelps.
It's interesting. Outsiders are trying to play with these rotations. They know that Fluxo have been going for these heavy leans more over towards one bomb site. Currently, they've got 2 players in middle, but they can quickly transition to this bomb site on
This
B.
smoke, perfectly timed. 30 seconds left. That one's going to delay things even further. Woody holding for the boost as well. Qikert going to throw some utility out mid, but he's spotted. Has to be careful, trying to get away with his life. Actually going to go for the fight here. Lucaozy brought low, and now the rest of the players coming out towards the B bomb site. But VSM still here. 2 kills go the way of outsiders, but VSM is standing tall. All now on to Qikert, and look at the time. He knows VSM, he can just tuck down. He survives here. The round is done. Phelps, just hide, buddy. You've won the round.
Really great hold from VSM. It's a quadra kill again on this B bomb site. How many times is he going to be tested before outsiders learn? Again, winding down the clock, putting presence over towards middle before finally ending up at B. But there's so many players here, and they can't even get past VSM.
Yeah, well, the fact is you've got VSM on the B side, you've got Lucaozy in mid. That's where they're stumbling. It's where they can't get past. A has been where they've been finding the success. They're getting out to long consistently. They're finding the pathway through short, but for whatever reason, that's not where they're putting their pressure in some of these key rounds.
When was the last time we saw outsiders actually take control of the back? It was that contact round, right, with the smokes. But look at this contact from Lucaozy. Oh, he's going searching. Outsiders, are you going to be ready for this nade drop down deep? Can't spot a thing so far.
The gun barrel, though, he has spotted it. And he holds for it, deals with James. Looking for the second, gets the leck on to Qikert, and he's trying to fight for more. Falls back. AWP in his hand instead of Woody. Potentially a spawn-based decision there, but it does reward with the kill and damage onto Qikert.
Yeah, I mean, 30 kills, just throw it on him, why not? Now look at this re-aggression. Well played from Fluxo. This is how they got this into overtime in the first place. A rifle close and personal to this doorway.
It's a good setup. Flit looking to peer over it, see if he can find anything. Slither gap being held by Lucaozy. Not going to spot anyone on this cross. That flash through as well. Going to bait out shots now. They know where the AWP is, and they start to accelerate through short, but Phelps, he's still here. More utility he can dispense. Has a smoking deploy as well to try and play around. They're doing damage, but Qikert has found Woody. That's big. Puts it back into the 4 versus 4. A lot of pressure on Phelps. Trying to stay alive here, but he's the only one here. Has a player out towards long in Flux that can support, but he can't wide swing this. The flashbang is keeping him completely blinded. And outsiders, they've made their way up, and they are looking to take the fight. Phelps tucked in, though. He's found one. The trade comes through, but Lux is there for another.
Man advantage now for Fluxo. No utility. In fact, Lucaozy's just found an incendiary, but Norbert's found the head of VSM. Lucaozy's actually going to catch out Qikert. So this gets a little bit weird for Norbert now in the 1 versus 2.
He's been tagged. Trying to play around this smoke, but he is being hounded from both directions. Looking for a fight, but they're not giving it to him. He's going to pick out now, spots the player in towards CT, shoots a shot just to try and bait in this second swing. It's not coming, but there it is, Lux. He stayed alive that entire time out towards A long. Norbert couldn't deal with him, and now that's a second in overtime for the CTs.
Yeah, outsiders, they're just scrambling with these after plant positions. See that Qikert, he's got low HP, he's got the AWP, he's trying to make a play back in as soon as that's just come into fruition. It's really difficult because Fluxo, where they're remaining so anchored in their positions, outsiders, they can't flush all of them out.
A moment to breathe. Let's go into the final round of the first half. Fluxo with 2 so far. They're looking for that flawless sweep on the CT side. They struggled on that T side of the map, so I'd argue they might even need it.
Speak about 2, double AWP now. Lucaozy liked it so much, he's kept it for himself. Look at this aggression now out towards long. Lots of utility being deployed immediately, and we've seen this play already. Lux, is he going to walk through this smoke?
All of Outsiders are over towards B in the tunnels. A boost going to come through. They can leave Lux up here. Phelps can start to rotate off, but the contact comes through. Lucaozy fully blinded. Fame finds the opener. VSM is still here, though. He's tucked in to the corner here, looking for this fight, and he's going to find the first. Fame is dealt with, and VSM is still standing for the second kill as well. They cannot deal with him. He is being such a nuisance, and he's still fighting. 3 kills for VSM. The man advantage, that bomb, it can make its way through at the very least. James wants to try and get that one down, but look how close the CTs are. Might not even be allowed it, and tries to bait them out. Not going to come through quite yet, but the flashbang is perfect. Phelps swings out for another. All now on to Flit. The 1 versus 2, but he's found 2. Does damage on the Woody as well, and he does it. All of them for Flit. They take the last round.
There's a really good recovery from Flit, but Outsiders, when they're walking into this bomb site, they're just going one by one. They're allowing VSM the potential to consistently find these multi-kills.
Oh, what a recovery. VSM, though, just tucked in. They cannot flush him out. Swinging one by one, just walking into his crosshair. Great recovery from Flit in the end to find all 3 of these kills, but it shouldn't come down to that, as you say.
Oh, Fame brought down low by the tag through the door. Lux giving back the AWP. So Outsiders will take 1 round with them, heading over to the defensive side of our first overtime. James holding lower, misses the shot, but he does escape at the very least.
Fall back. Lucaozy. There'd be a nuisance in mid on the T side as well. Inch smoke deployed. Make his way up towards short. The defense is very spread at the moment. 2 towards the B side, 1 in mid, and then the A side is split up as well.
Are they popping this? A Fluxo gonna try and head their way in. Smoke's being lined up. Fame, low HP, but he's tucked in. And Flitch just finding damage through the smoke 1 for 1, but they're not gonna clear him.
He's playing patience, waiting for them to just walk past. The trigger discipline, 1 just walked straight past him. Oh, they clear Lux! The heads-up play walks straight in and deals with Fame. They're trying to push to the smoke, though. Qikert trying to come up with a hero play, but it's not enough. Lux finds another. Now Norbert and James, what can you do?
Not a lot. Very difficult. Bomb yet to be planted will now finally go down. 2 versus 4. You've got the money. You might as well try and give this a go, but not quite. Too far removed from the bomb site is James. Norbert just looking for exits, and Fluxo keep it simple. They all group together. They make sure their trade spacing is on point, and those entries into the B bomb site were absolutely perfect from Lux.
And they get themselves up to map point for the first time in this best of 1. James might catch an exit here. Ooh, might even go down a little bit. Yeah, caught out. That's actually a huge kill to find. They find both of them. Might not matter into the follow-up, but if it goes all the way, it could do.
Yeah, you're looking at the longevity of this CT side, and you assume that Outsiders will convert the round. But that's a very big if now thrown into the equation. Very difficult, and I tell you what, I think the gun barrel was just spotted there. You can see it on the replay. Fame just trying to be a little bit tricky with it, but Lux does account for it. Outsiders on the verge of dropping down in this first best of 1 to Fluxo.
Yeah, what a round from Lux. Been a little bit quiet. Comes up with an impressive 3K. Now look at the T's. Once again, they found that success out towards B. They want to try and repeat the trick. All 5 positioning over here.
Yeah, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Flit the spam. This time Fame, he's not going to be that disciplined. He just goes for it, even finds a follow-up. So much damage being done, and look at the rotations. Qikert's here immediately. This is a much better hold from the Outsiders.
And the Lucaozy's still alive though, and he's still swinging, finds another. But it is the 1 versus 2, and he is so low. CT's will take the time to come through, but that smoke is making him nervous. They're gonna let him get this plant down. You can see the very passive setup. They're waiting to see if he's gonna give them a fight. He's just trying to bait someone out that's not coming.
Good plant though, because they are grouping towards the tunnels. No utility, low HP, will need to try and fight his corner. Stand tall and deliver. Norbert's got all the utility, but he goes for the fight, and Norbert will just decapitate him. Outsiders, well, they put it in contention for double OT.
One more round will do it. Close as can be between these two teams. That round almost felt doable for a moment there, considering how good that B hold was to begin with as well, right? They found those openings, 2 kills going their way. The rotations were fantastic, and Lucaozy still makes it almost look like it can be done.
A little bit scary. But now you talk about it, now we can look at the repercussions of throwing away the AWP and the rifle in the first round of this second half of overtime for the Outsiders. We head back into the game in just a moment. Fluxo, they're still potentially 5 kills away from closing it out and taking a win early at ESL Challenger Rotterdam.
A couple of these Lucaozy kills as the smokes fade, finds every single one of them. Final round of our first lot of overtime. Fluxo looking to close this one out. Outsiders wanting to take the fight a little bit further. Double AWP purchased that initial pick, and it's not going to reward anything. Woody, looking for the timing shot, not going to connect.
Not quite. But this time we haven't seen Fluxo out towards long, and it finds an opener. Lucaozy again, and this time it's on Norbert.
Lucaozy doing everything for this team. VSM not that far behind him. Starts to control out long, flushing out any potential player in car. Qikert and James are here, and look at mid. Bit of a push coming through. Let's try to close off that avenue, and Fame is doing the same in towards tunnels.
Yeah, they've got them funneled in. But look at Lux, he's holding for this exact eventuality. 1 minute on the clock. Fluxo, remember, they don't have to commit to this. And as Outsiders go searching towards the other extremity, that just leaves them with a 2 versus 4 on A.
Yeah, this is the opening, this is the timing. Here comes the utility. Smoke goes down, Phelps, he's leading the charge, looking for the contact. Both smokes deployed. Waiting for a flash. It's not coming quite yet. There's a missed incendiary. The second one comes through. Oh, the boost coming through as well. Lucaozy peering over the top of it, but the utility is hammering them. Both of them brought down so low. And Qikert's still in the back of sight, playing in towards Goose, trying to use this smoke to his advantage. The T's are aware of it though. They're creeping out. The utility comes through. Qikert swings out with a double. Can't quite convert the third. Woody does get it. And Lux is still in towards mid this entire time, but a HE has dealt with Phelps. Woody wants to get this bomb down. Has to be careful because James is still in towards short. And Fame wants to stop this bomb plan as well. It's all now onto Woody. Bomb planted, but there's a player so close behind. There's Fame. Double OT, Brandon.
Yeah, what a performance by the Outsiders in that one, especially on towards Qikert. He was under a lot of pressure. The fire, the flames, the smokes, he still stands tall. Nearly finds 3 of them on the way in, and that just really aids Outsiders into locking in double OT.
Yeah, potentially they just got a little bit more pace there instead of that hesitancy when there was just the 2 defenders on the side. As you mentioned, they were looking for that information out towards B. If they just committed to that with a bit of speed, potentially they catch them off guard.
It was also Lux holding in towards top middle with an AWP. Didn't fire the shot, didn't have the opportunity. If that was a rifle there, they could have even thinned the numbers further. But nevertheless, we're in the here and now. 18 to 18. Now, that magic number it just elevates to 22.
Bit of a reprieve here for a moment. James looking in towards mid. Spotting anything quite yet. Fluxo just taking control. In towards short as well. Outsiders very spread out at the moment.
Good control out towards long though. Especially for Norbert. Could this be a quicker play? Oh no, that bomb has been spotted and dropped by James. That's a really important kill.
That's huge. But he's able to recover it. Oh, just about split trying to deal with him. More great utility. Lucaozy has brought down half. Another HE coming through. Oh, look what it's doing to them. VSM has found a nice kill into Norbert. That was that push out towards long.
It's still information though for the Outsiders. Smoke's being dropped. Fluxo not actually committing behind them, just with the spam, trying to catch off any aggression for them. Phelps being boosted up and over. Not quite, will be reassembled. I'm just looking at VSM. If he can maybe find this kill out towards mid, if Fame oversteps the mark, it could be another opening because Outsiders, they've left B.
James misses a shot. That could have been the opening. Now they know he's here. And still Qikert in towards Goose. He activates, deals with Woody. And it's so hard for them to flush him out. 15 seconds left. The bomb, they have to get past him. BSM gets dealt with in mid as well. This is falling apart. Phelps tries to do the play, but can't quite do it. Lucaozy, the only one left. A nice shot onto Flit is going to be all he's able to get.
That's interesting. Whether they deploy the smokes there initially, you look at VSM's position. It wouldn't have surprised me if he was going to go for a little bit of a poke, a little bit of an information out towards middle. Maybe they could have found that gap over towards B, but no. They try and keep it more simple. It's worked before, especially over towards B bomb sites. They elect to walk through short, but it's that man again, Qikert, just completely shutting them all down.
Utility from outside has been so good. We could see when they were trying to set up for that attack for Fluxo, all of them were like half HP just from those nades.
Boosting towards short this time. Qikert, Jame, trying to peek in towards unders. Flit's been brought down low on the initial contact, but Jame, his position could still be everything. Instead, he elects to fall away. Qikert dropping a Molotov so he can escape as well.
Yeah, Woody looked like he wanted to take that fight. Not quite going to be able to. Another incendiary. These are being thrown very early. Not going to have those to push off this short attack if it does come later. James falling back as well. Phelps is out towards long. Try and flash to clear, but he's managing to duck down.
The issue you have is Fluxo. They were trying to capitalize upon that short presence, but the incendiaries hold them at base. When the mid to B smokes come in, they've now only got one smoke for the remainder of the round. 1 minute left on the clock, and good damage control already being done. Look at the utility again from outsiders.
Really unfortunate that Phelps goes down there. You can see they can now re-establish presence out towards long. They don't have to be worried about that. You just need to stay alive there, really, just to be a thorn in the side, because now Jame can post up. Misses the shot, though, and he's brought down low. Has to fall back. Norbert, it's now his job to deal with these. And Lucaozy jumps up and deals with him with the AWP. That's a huge kill to find. 4 versus 4. Flit has now taken the position of Norbert, and he's looking for the kill. Deals with Lucaozy and jumps up and denies the bomb plant. Flit trying to save the day single-handedly, and Qikert, well, now it's his turn to chime in. Flit finishing the job.
What a crazy round across the board. He got jump shots left, right, and center. But what a bomb denial. That was everything, because it just buys a little bit more time for the flank to always come in on short. Really well played again by the outsiders. You're right, that kill on towards Phelps out towards long allows them so much more space. I mean, this kill, fair enough. I mean, you can't really do much against that, can you?
Oh my god,
wow,
he gets 2 jumping kills, a USB as well. Flit. My lord. You love to see it. Unless you're a Fluxo fan. James going for aggression towards Anders. Flashed off though, and he's going to get caught. Lucaozy trying to find this kill. Oh, it's a little bit awkward. Neither of them wanting to really commit to this. But James is stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's a player in mid as well. Woody, meantime, has dealt with Qikert. James, there's no way he can get out of this. He's being pushed from every single side.
Yeah, but look at Fame. He's already pushed uppers. He even finds a no-scope. Okay, James, how are you still alive? Here comes Fame in the back lines to lock that one in. Outsiders, it's going to be flawless on the CT side.
Oh, Fluxo getting nervous there. They didn't want to push the issue onto James, just worried that what he could do. And, well, they gave him the space to do it. That was it, the no-scope. No way he should have got out of that alive, let alone with a kill.
Ridiculous. And now look at Fame, who's already in T-spawn. Woody looking the other way. As soon as he crosses over, he's going to get caught out. Lux versus 4. And I know exactly where the bomb is. Outsiders played the CT half to perfection. And Lux, a little bit of a laboured spray, and Norbert fully capitalised upon it. Map point established for the Outsiders squad.
A fun change-up from Outsiders rewards them. Unbelievable. We can see this. They try and punish him. But you're exactly right. This push from Fame just hounds them in, and then they've also got pressure in mid as well. Fantastic response from Outsiders to bail Jame out of that one. Sides changed. Fluxo have everything to work with on this CT side, but they have to be flawless.
Yeah, a little bit flustered towards the tail end of things for Fluxo. That's where Outsiders can thrive, especially in this environment. It's a quicker play out towards short. They're all here.
Oh, Ada's he missing Woody. The opportunity, throws an incendiary down, but they're going to start to push. Trying to reposition here with the AWP. Gets one onto Qikert. Still standing as well. Fame has found Phelps though, so his support has fallen. Flit is low. That bomb starts to be planted. And Woody, these flashbangs are perfect. Every time he goes for the peak, it's full white.
Norbert's even locking in short. Trying to provide cover for Jame. Lucaozy's even thinking about pushing the issue towards long. In fact, catches out Norbert. It's just a way back in because it's now the man advantage. Woody, he's been on ramp this entire time, but Flick will dispatch of him. Low HP does not matter.
Fame finds VSM, that's huge. Jane, the flashbang, oh, it's perfect. Lucaozy deals with him, and now it's all onto Fame, getting hounded from both sides. The clock is ticking down, though. If he can just stay alive, even go for the full reload, he might just win it right here, right now. Does it for them. Outsiders take the game.
They go the distance, Fluxo showing us what they can bring to the table, but Outsiders out last. I want to hear what the desk has to say about that one. We're going to throw it to a short break, and then they're going to break that one down for you in just a few moments. But oh my goodness me, Outsiders.